this video may be uploaded, probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Hi, my name is Leanna. I want to talk about the pure ignorance right now. Not that it's ignorant, but everything that's going on right now with Jamaica and everything. Jamaica is a close place to my heart because I do have family there. They're fine. But of course with internet and everything, you know, they're struggling with data, but my grandparents' place is good. They don't have any damage, but it's just of, you know, the rest of Jamaica has damage. But it's also the ignorance of influencers. Sorry. And, damn. I don't know. Sorry, I was looking at something that caught me off guard. I wasn't laughing at this, but it's just with influencers thinking that, they're so entitled with everything. And I'm genuinely talking about the influencer that flew herself into the storm because she was going on vacation, knowing that there was a Tropical 5 hurricane. Now, I grew up with hurricanes, being on the East Coast. I was moving through New York to Virginia during Isabel. I think that was 2003. And then, of course, experience with Katrina and everything. And so I've know what the damage that a hurricane can do. And why is my... Oh, it's the sun for reflection, sorry. So I know the damage of what can do, but from a perspective of a country that doesn't have resources like Jamaica, it can be a little bit difficult where it can take months and even years sometimes to rebuild. And I don't even say gratitude, but the pure ignorance of thinking that you're meant to do something or God put you on this earth to be a, what do Christians say? Be a influence or be a purpose to something. Okay, if that is so untrue, God doesn't want us to put us into danger. That's like the number one thing he says. Don't put yourself into danger and put my name on it because that's not me, right? And that's what I forgot her name. Her name was Hannah Rose or something like that, right? Or Hannah Grace. Sorry, I'm at work waiting. But, and then there's not even her, but there's also like other tourists too that I've seen of videos of they're yelling at the resort guests because they don't have the luxury experience that they thought they would have. Those people there, you know, don't get paid as much. And they rather be home, making sure that their family is okay and their home is okay, you know, but they need a job, so they have to stay in order to provide of what they would need to rebuild and have income and resources to make sure, you know, they have some type of money coming in. You know, with the economy, even now with going on in America, is not the same, but with the government shutdown and taxes are still getting taken out of our paycheck. Why? When the government doesn't want to do its job, right? And so it's just like, why are you getting mad at the people that are doing their best? And so that's why me personally, even when I do go to Jamaica, I stay with my grandparents' place because of I don't really like the noise of like resorts and stuff like that. I really love the serene that where my grandparents' village is, and I'm kind of that's my luxury, you know, of the pros that come with me being Jamaican and everything. And I would not want to go to Jamaica and not see my grandparents. You know, half of the year they're here in the States, and then the other half they're back at home. But my goal to visit Jamaica isn't to have the luxury experience of a resort or whatever. My resort is where my family is, and that is my resort. Well, no, not a resort, but that's my luxury of Jamaica, because I love the culture and I love that being of where I'm staying. The experience, I rather have cultural experience than luxury experience, especially being half Jamaican and everything. And it's really disheartening where you have people that are only want to go there for the one-time experience and not explore the culture that Jamaica is. They just want to go to the white side of Jamaica, where that is not how Jamaica is. Well, yeah, that's how Jamaica is advertised, but is also being advertised as a poor country when it's not at all a poor country at all. You know, I don't like the negative of everything that's going on. And it's really it's really selfish in a way too, of how people could be so rude, you know, and they're doing what they could do best, you know. I want to apologize on the behalf of the rudeness. Not that I would ever act that way, but to put yourself in a situation and say it's a happy accident. No, you knew, you know, and to be like hourly and to be just so like nonchalant about it. It's just ridiculous. This is why we really can't have nice things in a row, because there's ignorant people that take things for granted and want to make it feel like it's all of them when it's not about them at all, you know. And I'm happy to, you know, be happy that nobody in my family is hurt or anything. I mean, of course, you know, with the internet data and things like that is, you know, down, and I don't want to do anything to, you know, and I'm iffy about doing fundraisers and stuff like that, just with the negative backlashes that can do like that. I feel like I don't want to put myself in a negative situation, especially because I want to put myself in a good position eventually. But the only thing that you can do is, that would be the best support, is subscribe and like. I feel like that's more beneficial than giving money. I really don't know how my social media journey is going to be with doing YouTube and everything, because I'm still figuring out what I want to particularly focus on. I know what I really want to do is just really trying to share myself in an authentic way and share my life journey the best way that I can without all the noise of what everybody else is doing. I want to do my own style and not really follow the social norm of influencing, because like I don't want to put myself in that bubble of influencer. And so all that can be said is, like I said, the best way to generally help me is to subscribe and like, because I'm finding different ways of what I want to do with my career and with my education as well too. and I want to start a business, but I don't want to online beg. I don't want to ask money. I don't want to ask for money. I would like to do fundraisers and things like that, but I'm just afraid of begging, and I don't like begging, you know? And so I really want to do things on my own and with income and everything on that. And so, yeah, the best way is just to watch and comment. And, I mean, I don't want to put myself in danger in any kind of way. But just with the experience of not being at a resort. Well, I mean, of course, I went through a couple of resorts, but it doesn't override that I really love spending the time at my grandparents' village than I do at a resort, because I'd rather spend a week with them in the area that they're in than at a 5-star luxury resort, So that is just my take on the situation, being that I have ancestral, is it ancestral? What is it? I don't know. But yeah, accessory. No, it's not accessory. I don't even know. But cultural background there. It's really just how disheartening people will want to take advantage of a situation and make it about themselves when they knew that they are putting themselves in danger. But I'm going to end the video here. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.